Here's your news for May 13th, 2020. And some headlines for today: Drew McIntyre's next challenger revealed. Sting no longer in contract with WWE. CM Punk appears on WWE Backstage as Smackdown mystery hacker. Former WWE champion turning face. Sami Zayn stripped of the WWE Intercontinental Championship, and more. We're starting off today by looking back at Money in the Bank, as the 12 superstars involved in this year's ladder match did plenty of damage to WWE's headquarters in Stamford. During Wrestling Observer Live, Brian Alvarez read a report that detailed the destruction that superstars did to the building, and after looking at the data, the damage evaluations was estimated to be between $1,100 and $3,500. Though some speculated that WWE could have saved costs if the superstars had been more careful, possibly meaning that some of those recently released could have kept their jobs, the amount of damage caused was nowhere near the cost of even one contract. According to the report, a rowing workout machine was the most expensive item that got destroyed in last Sunday's main event, as the company was able to put on a unique main event without breaking anything too expensive. We're looking ahead to WWE Backlash next, as with Seth Rollins seemingly entering a feud with Rey Mysterio, it seems that Drew McIntyre is without a challenger for next month's pay-per-view. According to Dave Meltzer, who spoke on Wrestling Observer Radio, the WWE may soon be putting the Scottish World Champion against Bobby Lashley, as he said, "They really put Lashley over strong, and I got the impression from watching it that McIntyre and Lashley is perhaps the next pay-per-view match." It's no secret that Lashley has been pushed as of late, as he picked up back-to-back wins over R-Truth and Humberto Carrillo this week, and was even approached by MVP, who mentioned the Destroyer's last WWE Championship opportunity in 2007 while offering him a space in the stable. Though Lana protested the idea, it seems Lashley is on board, as he helped MVP beat down R-Truth during the 3-hour show. Whether Lashley actually wins the title from McIntyre or not is a different matter, but with Lana, MVP, and Porter's team of Brendan Vink and Shane Thorne behind the former ECW World Champion, the numbers are certainly stacked against the reigning WWE Champion. So far, the only match that has even been teased for the next WWE pay-per-view is a rematch between Edge and Randy Orton, but fans should expect McIntyre's opponent, whoever it may be, to be confirmed soon enough. From Backlash to Backstage next, as this week's show saw the return of CM Punk, who made a joke about fans believing he is the Smackdown hacker. Appearing on this week's show, Punk appeared with a hoodie on and his back to the camera, leading Renee Young to introduce him as the Smackdown hacker before Punk swiveled around to reveal his very recognizable face. Everyone on the call, including Booker T and Christian, had a laugh about the rumor that Punk is the hacker, though knowing wrestling fans, the joke probably won't stop fans from believing that the former WWE Champion is the man behind the monitors. We've got some huge news from the WWE now, as Pro Wrestling Sheet has learned that Hall of Famer Sting is no longer under contract with the company. Though details are scarce at the moment, Sting's exit from WWE was hinted at during the Major Wrestling Figure podcast, when it was revealed that a figure of the WCW icon had been pulled from the latest series, which Mattel said was due to factors out of their control. Though fans won't be getting another plastic iteration of the Hall of Famer at the moment, post-wrestling sources added that this departure doesn't mean a merchandise deal between WWE and Sting can't be worked out. It wasn't long after Sting's figure was pulled that Cody Rhodes made it clear that he was interested in signing the Stinger to AEW, and given that the icon has praised AEW's product in the past, this certainly seems like a possibility now that he's reportedly no longer under a WWE contract. Smackdown news next, as after weeks of not appearing on the blue brand, Sami Zayn has been stripped of the Intercontinental Championship. The news of the title being vacated was broken on WWE Backstage and later confirmed on Twitter, and this follows reports that the company was going to address Zayn's absence from the blue brand on this Friday's show. In the same tweet, the company confirmed that a new champion will be crowned at the end of a tournament, which will start this week on SmackDown. It wasn't too long ago that reports of Zayn being difficult to work with backstage and not showing to work, even despite the ongoing global situation, probably didn't help things. It's a shame that Zayn's reign with the Intercontinental title had to end this way, and hopefully the Canadian will be back in the title hunt when things go back to normal. We've got news from Becky Lynch next, as following the man's pregnancy announcement, we got an update on when the man discovered she'd be a mother. During Raw, Lynch revealed that she and Seth Rollins will be expecting their first child in December, meaning that her pregnancy started in March before WrestleMania 36, but told People magazine that she didn't know she was pregnant until last month, and didn't knowingly compete at the biggest show of WWE's calendar while pregnant. Speaking on PW Insider Elite Audio, Mike Johnson addressed this timeline, saying, "When she wrestled Shayna Baszler at WrestleMania at the WWE Performance Center, she became the first ever WWE performer that I know of to work a WrestleMania while pregnant. It makes her a hell of a warrior, but it also might explain why that match was not the physical war we all expected and a physical brutal monster of a match. Obviously, the finish there was a little safe and a little weird, and that match did not live up to what a lot of people think it should have been, but in hindsight, that makes a lot more sense, and kudos to everybody involved." With Lynch and Rollins expecting their child in December, it's possible that the now former Raw Women's Champion could be back in time for WrestleMania 37, which hopefully won't be taking place at the Performance Center. Speaking of Lynch, WWE have clearly been excited about the man's big news, and though WWE just lost a big piece of the roster, the company has been able to turn this into cash. Following Lynch's pregnancy announcement, the company put out 2 new shirts, both in the style of Lynch's The Man shirt. One reads The Mom, while the other has The Man with the N blacked out, making it The Ma. It'll be quite some time before fans see Lynch compete in WWE again, but at least she got one more wave of merch on her way out. And for all those wrestling fans who forgot Mother's Day in the US was last Sunday and are now looking for an apology gift, here's your chance to make up for it in style. We are sticking with the women's division now, as Lana may have married Bobby Lashley on WWE TV, but it didn't take long for the cracks to show for the not-so-happy couple. On Raw, MVP encouraged Lashley to align with him to chase championship gold, an offer that Lana clearly wasn't happy about. On PW Insider Elite Audio, Mike Johnson said it was obviously the end of the Lana character with WWE, and it'll certainly be interesting to see where the ravishing Russian goes from here. Under normal circumstances, Lana would probably go back to working with her real-life husband Rusev, but he was just released, so that's not possible. We'll have to see what direction Lana's character goes from here, as we strongly doubt the company wants her to be sat at home each Monday with her husband. From one big change to another now, as Jinder Mahal recently returned to WWE, and the modern-day Maharaja may soon be undergoing a huge transformation. During Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer brought up Mahal's interesting booking, as WWE pointed out that he worked as a heel in America but as a face in India, though this didn't seem to work out. According to Meltzer, the new plan is for Mahal to be a face over in the US as well, as he said, "Maybe they'll do it this time around where they'll say that we can't have him doing heel things while kissing up to India. Let's actually have him be a babyface this time for India. It's an attempt, it's something different." It'll be interesting to see if WWE can pull this off, as Mahal was a very menacing heel, and given that his title reign was more profitable than recent face championship reigns like Seth Rollins' time with the Universal title last year, the company has a tall order ahead of them in trying to turn one of their most despicable heels face. We're sticking with Raw now, as though Austin Theory was brought up from NXT to join Zelina Vega's stable just before WrestleMania, it appears he may be on his way out. During PW Inside Elite Audio, Mike Johnson mentioned that he was told Theory was a temporary fix for the group, and given the recent tension between the former Evolve champion and Angel Garza, he may soon be out of the group. Johnson said, "They seem to be teasing the beginning of Austin Theory getting tossed out of the group. When Austin Theory debuted at WrestleMania, I was told he was not long for the group. He was just there basically to help cover things up in terms of what was needed while Andrade was injured, but the long-term plan was not to keep him with Zelina Vega and friends." At just 22 years old, Theory has plenty of time to make a big impression in WWE before he hangs up his boots, but now it looks like that big impression will be made without Vega and her clients by his side. And finally today, we're looking at news concerning the new Raw Women's Champion Asuka, who didn't just capture the coveted title on this week's show, but also made history. On Raw, Asuka was crowned the new Raw Women's Champion, as Becky Lynch explained that the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match was actually for the title. And with this win, the Empress of Tomorrow is now the first and only superstar to win the Raw, SmackDown, and NXT Women's Championships, the Women's Tag Team titles, as well as both a Money in the Bank match and a Royal Rumble match. On WWE's official Japan Twitter account, a translated video shows Asuka and Kairi Sane celebrating this achievement, with the new women's champion describing her win as unbelievable, while Sane said that people will need to start praising her tag team partner. It's certainly a huge accolade fitting the Empress of Tomorrow, and with Lynch expected to be out of the ring for the remainder of the year, it'll be interesting to see how the Red brand fares without the man, but the Empress of Tomorrow now in charge.